Who's a fat boy?
Oh boy. Hello? Hello? Is that you, my friends? Can you believe it? It is Podcast Fat Boy. We are back. Where have I been? If you guys, checked out the website, I did write a little something on the website, just kind of explaining where, how, so if I can't record, I might as well write something, I don't even know if anyone goes on the website, I think a lot of my avid listeners, you guys are on iTunes and the Stitcher. Good news is, I know I haven't been posting very much, but we are now on Spotify. So, when you're listening to a rad fucking 70s playlist, you can just hop right along over to Podcast Fat Boy. There's another new way for you to listen. And, what brings me to episode 36, finally recording. I've had it on my mind, guys, the last 10 days because, you know what? I love recording this podcast on the road. We've been in Winnipeg. We've been in Hawaii. We've been all over this place, and I want to keep recording an episode when I can, when I'm traveling. And guess what? I am in Vancouver. Rainy, dreary, beautiful Vancouver. Got very lucky this week. The weather was fantastic. I've been very, very busy. I've actually been visiting the creator of the theme song for Podcast Fat Boy, a favorite in podcast circles, I am sure. I've been checking in on him. We've had a lot of stuff to do. We've been everywhere. We've been to Whistler. We've been to Lillooet. We've been to Bowen Island, downtown Vancouver. I'm at the point where the mountains. They're not, I'm getting used to them, is what I'm trying to say. And, I'm not in the Charlie Bucket studio. Everyone's used to that. Everyone's, it's a safe place for us all. And right now I'm in an Airbnb under the blanket because it's a little echoey in here. Very modern apartment, beautiful heated floors are what heat this place, okay? That's the future for rich people. And, I've been here in Vancouver, and I think that I have been lucky I haven't experienced the intense rain that they will, I'm sure will start up again and continue throughout the winter. Once those you get over the magic of the mountains, and then you're just stuck with the gray and the rain all the time, it'd be pretty tough. I don't know if I could do it. I don't think Vancouver could ever be a destination that I could live in long term. You know what I mean? So, but I have had a good time out here. Okay, so don't be fooled by those statements I'm making. For those who didn't read the thing on the website, the Charlie Bucket Studio, CBS, the original, is for sale. House has been on the market since the end of August, guys, and it has, it's put us through a loop. I've also been busy with the other podcast, Confederacy of Dunks. If you are a Toronto Raptors fan, this is the time to jump on board. We are on Spotify for that, too, and iTunes and Stitcher. Go to dunkspodcast.com. Tell your friends if they're Raptors fans or NBA fans. We talk about everything. It's fantastic. And we've been getting busier and busier with it. And that is another reason that the old pod fat has been put back in the butter tray. It's been sitting at room temperature. And I just know that eventually, you got your butter on that tray for a long time. Eventually it's going to go bad, folks. It's not superhuman. We are talking about dairy here, aren't we? We all know how I feel about dairy. It's ridiculous. The first thing I ate here, I finally got to try the Beyond Burger, which is, I guess, what A&W is selling as their veggie burger now. But it looks like a bloody burger a little bit. You know, like you bite into it, and they use beet protein or whatnot, and it looks like a bloody-ass raw burger. And it was delicious. It was fantastic. I felt superhuman after I ate that. And a nice little salad. They love fucking Parmesan on fries here in Vancouver. That's one thing I noticed too. Like I guess that's their thing that they're doing. Sorry if you hear us shuffling. I'm practically in a tent. It's just so echoey in this goddamn Airbnb. My last night of 10 nights, very fantastic. It's in a neighborhood called Carisdale. If you guys are coming to the city at all, I would definitely recommend it for 2 people, maybe even 4 people, I think could do it. Make it even cheaper, am I right? So I've been here. I've been experiencing a lot of the Vancouver culture. Just today, I was on a bus, and I noticed that, you know how they have designated seating for seniors and people with, disabilities and whatnot. I saw an old guy get on the bus. There was a kid sitting in one of those seats, and he just pointed at him. And the kid, he shot up like a firecracker out of that chair. That's all you have to do. You just give him a point, and hey, I'm a fucking senior. Let me sit the fuck down. I don't know if I loved that asshole or hated him. I think it's a mix of both. I just can't. You'd think they'd be like, do you mind if I sit there? He's just like, fuck it. You know what? I'm supposed to have a seat here. There are open seats, 3 down, yes, but I want this fucking seat, okay? I kind of, I'm starting to like him. I think we're all starting to like that fucking prick. Yeah, I kind of fear the dreariness of rain, which I call it, and I do love rain. You folks know, I think I've talked about how much I like rain in the city, but I like that it has its time. I don't like it raining in the winter. There's nothing cool about that, and apparently that is one of the toughest things about Vancouver, is it's one of the rainiest places in the fucking world. But man, have I seen some serious fucking mountain action when I've been out here. I've done 2 fucking hikes. If you're wondering if I still have any muscle at all, if I still work out, we haven't really caught up. I know I got to give you a bit of a fitness update. And I have started playing hockey again, and my legs have started to feel a lot stronger. And I thought, hey, I can handle a fucking hike. My legs are feeling a bit jacked. When everything tightens up a little bit and you're like, okay, I've got some strength, but my cardio, it's always going to be shit. And that's just something I got to live with. I've had to live with it my whole fucking life. Am I right, guys? So we do 1 hike, and we pretty much have to drive off-road into a no reception, no service fucking part of a mountain that if we, had a problem, if we blew a tire on the fucking crazy road, we would have been dead. We would have been fucking dead. Well, we wouldn't have been dead, but there'd be no CAA coming to fucking tow us out. We would have had to walk up to that fucking road, probably, 10K, and then, I don't know, fucking thumb someone over, see if they can drive us in a little bit to where there's reception. We were fucking out there, folks, and it was beautiful. But fortunately, we ran out of sunlight. It is going down here in Vancouver around 4:30 p.m. Can't get used to that. So we had to turn back before we reached a lake that we were supposed to get to. So, I got the bug a bit for hiking. It was nice. So I was like, I'm ready for anything. Let's do another hike. Let's fucking complete this son of a bitch. You know what I mean? So we do another hike on Friday. It's called Gibraldi. And Gibraldi Lake, it's essentially a glacier lake on top of a mountain. It's about 6,000 feet up. And you're just zigzagging up the fucking mountain. It's pretty intense. It's just up and up and up. But there's a lot of switchbacks, so you're zigzagging, and my anxiety really caught up with me. I didn't know if I could do it. I had to stop a few times, but that's fucking normal. If you take a look at this trail, It was pretty fucking insane. But I managed to muscle through it, and get to the reward, which was this lake, a glacier lake. It's a fucking huge lake on top of a mountain, and it was bright blue, bright green, because, when you see those really green lakes, that's because of the sediment runoff from the glacier, which is called rock flour. Did you know that? I didn't fucking know that. I had to look it up. Why is this shit so green? You know what I mean? And it was cold as motherfuck. So, I put my hands in a little bit because, I was so hot. I run so goddamn hot that I was literally steaming when we got to the lake. So, if it was warmer, I definitely would have tried to go in if it was in the summer or whatnot. But goddamn, if you want to see a beautiful lake, we had it all to ourselves. It's pretty fucking magical. These fucking mountains. It's hard to go back down to downtown Vancouver and look at bullshit Grouse Mountain and the fucking Lions Gate. It just doesn't, it doesn't compare. Nothing compares to you. Someone said that once. So here's me post-hike. I can't fucking walk. My legs are fucked. Okay, I'm sorry I'm swearing a lot on this, but I've been in a lot of pain since Friday. This probably won't air until my birthday. Thank you. Yep, thank you. On Tuesday. But listen, I have worked every part of my leg muscles, so they're all going through hypertrophy. The front of my shins, the back of my calves, my ankles, my quads, and my hamstrings, and my hip flexors. My glutes are okay, which is, I was hoping they would do a little bit more work. I guess they didn't do enough. So I'm walking like fucking penguin around Vancouver for the rest of the time I'm here. I leave Monday morning, so I'm looking forward to that. I am dying to get back to my city. You got to go away from your city to appreciate it sometimes. And I'm ready to go back. This city's vibe, it's a nice visit, but it's not for me. It's not for me, folks. Okay, so don't worry. You're not going to lose me. I'm not going to, even with the house for sale right now, I'm not going to be moving out west. That's for damn sure. What else do we have to talk about here? Yeah, so, I'm stretching. I'm trying to be able to walk to the airport tomorrow. Oh my God. So much pain, guys. But it's good. It's good. Because, I'm going to go back and play hockey, and I'm going to be so explosive. I can't wait. I can't damn wait. So the other things I've been thinking about while I'm here, when you do take your body to the limit like that, it really does remind you that you can handle more than you think. And when I get home, I should use this momentum and keep working out. Go for walks. Go to Hyde Park. Walk up the steep part, Keep that up, That's what I should do. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to really work on that. I'm going to see if I can make that shit fucking happen. Oh, boy. The other thing that I got to think about, too, is what's so hard about getting in shape is the cooking aspect. You got to eat right. You got to be able to cook. You can't be eating out. I've been eating out here in Vancouver like crazy. I've had some good sushi. I've had ramen. I've had fucking bullshit pub food. It's been, I think we've only had, maybe two or 3 days of the 10 I actually ate inside, made a meal or something, I had a friend make a meal. It's just been, you constantly eat out like that. You're getting so much fucking calorie. It is cray. And you're drinking booze. I don't know if I've been drinking heavy while I've been here, but, I polished a fucking 26, so whiskey as I can. So I'm having a good fucking time. And what's the big news? So the last time that I did the podcast was in June. Isn't that incredible? now the world is different in Canada. Marijuana is legal. It is completely legal, and people are starting to get all excited about it. I don't think anything's really changed so much, other than the government is, being a bit, they're being a little bit nervous and hesitant and cautious, and they're worried about kids smoking it. But really, the people that smoke pot and have been for many a year, it's just normal now. Now we just don't have to worry about being pinched for shit. And yes, I do smoke marijuana. I do, and I enjoy it. And guys, I'm gonna go through the fucking airport with a little gram of weed in my bag, in my pocket. I'm gonna see what happens. Because this shit's legal. I can fucking take it on a plane. I can take fucking 30 grams on a plane. I'm only taking a gram, though. Maybe a little bit more. No, a gram. Just to test it out. I'm going to see what happens. Maybe my shit's going to get delayed. I don't fucking know. But as far as I know, and in the research I've done, it should be kosher. Okay? So if it's not, I'll definitely give you an update on the next episode. And maybe that's what'll get me to episode 37 to happen next week. Am I right? Because everyone's going to be waiting for that juicy update. How does Matt get through the airport with a little bag of weed? Or are they going to have the dogs there still sniffing? Just ask me some questions, you like marijuana, eh? Oh, well, that's okay. That's totally legal. Let's have a chat. Who fucking knows? Who knows? I don't smoke it all the time, but you know what? It's no big fucking deal. It really isn't. It's focus on alcohol. That shit is fucking people up worse than anything. And kids are drinking and keep talking about their brains being fucking deformed and shit before they were 25 because of weed. Like, oh my god, it's the fucking Mike's Hard Lemonade kids are drinking when they're 15 years old. Can't be drinking that sugary alcohol shit. Spiking lemonade. Now that shit's most alcoholics start right there, drinking a fruity beverage. Oh god, I hate this Vancouver studio I have with me under the blankets because the goddamn echo is so crazy in this room. But man, what a beautiful suite, guys! I ain't fucking kidding. So I thought it was another reason I wanted to, do the pod in Vancouver is because it seems to be, the fitness capital of the fucking country. Am I right? I think a couple of people that I've done the hike, both hikes I did, they said they were very out of shape and, it doesn't really translate to the rest of the country. They're out of shape. It's more... they're very, maybe not as tight as they want to be, but they're fairly in shape. Enough that they can walk up, 400 flights of stairs to get to a fucking lake. I'm not bitter about it. I wish I could say that I was, really in shape and then I wasn't. That doesn't make any sense, right? You see what I'm trying to do, though, right? You see the circle I'm trying to create, that I'm trying to draw on the wall here of fitness. It's just, it seems like on my first night here, it just seems like people are running and they don't know why. It seems like they're just running because they're being chased by something. This invisible fitness dog that is drooling and rabid, and it's the mountains are folding in over them, creating a canopy of anxiety, and that my friend is the essence of Vancouver, and that is what I've learned on my second trip here. I also learned that I'm not very good at escape rooms. And I've also learned that, you really need your calf muscles to walk properly. Because lately, since the last hike, I'm Mr. Rickety Splits. I'm Marco Polio. It's horrible. I hope you're vaccinated, because I hope I'm putting a scare into the people that don't vaccinate when they see me walking down the road and I'm bow-legged and pigeon-toed, penguin-faced. I hope it puts a bit of a polio scare into them, Get vaccinated. Obviously, I'm a carrier, but I'm not. I'm just a little torn up from exerting myself at a high level. But I'm having a good time. And you know what? Just like that, I've made it to 20 minutes. And that's about all that I should really do for this episode 36. I did talk about in the written notice on the website that, I'm hoping to change this a little bit once again, go through a metamorphosis, much like Madonna, someone who also loves fitness and has blossomed her career over change and much change. So I think some changes are going to be coming. We're going to be talking a lot more stuff. I think we're going to be more chewing the fat and trying to lose it. We're going to open it up, baby. And I might try and get someone on as a kind of co-host, someone that might want to be interested in a former guest, of course, who might want to just jump on and talk some shit out, and see where it goes. So, thanks for listening, guys. I am back, of course. I would never lie to you guys. Have I ever fucking lied to you guys? Absolutely not. I've had a great time here, but I'm ready to get back to Toronto, where my heart is, where Canada's heart is. If you ask anyone here in Vancouver, everyone have a good day. I'll have a good flight, and I'll let you know how it goes with a little bag of weed in my pants going through security. I'm going to be nervous a little bit, but it's going to be fun, because this shit's legal. I'm probably going to Google some shit before I go to bed, too, because, I really don't want to fucking delay shit. I want to get home, you know what I mean? So, yeah, guys, take care, and we'll amp up the fitness thing. I hope everybody's fitness diets are going well. I'm going to try and do that 5-2 diet again. I did it one day and I almost passed out, so it's we'll talk about that more in the next episode. So thanks for listening, guys. Look who's back, Podcast Fat Boy on Spotify. Please subscribe.